What's up, YouTube? It's Carolina Calvin coming back to you with Week 3 of the NFL 2015 picks. Last week, and I'm sorry this is about 5:30 in the morning. I've been busy all day, but I know if I don't do it now, I won't be able to do it at least before the 1 o'clock games come on. So I'm going to go ahead and knock them out. Last week, I went 5-11. How many weeks do you get where Tampa Bay, Oakland, and Jacksonville win in the same week? That rarely ever happens. So I did pretty bad, and I didn't start out this week much better with the Redskins. I picked the Redskins over the Giants. Yeah, stupid pick, but I guess I was going off the hype of them beating St. Louis and how they looked against that pretty good defense. Then they get into the Giants game and look absolutely horrible. Let's go ahead and knock them out. These are the 1 o'clock games until I say it's the 4 o'clock game. Atlanta Falcons head to Dallas to play the Cowboys. We already know what happened to Romo. Broken collarbone. No Dez Bryant. I'm going to go with the Falcons. Just don't trust Brandon Whedon. And, maybe if they still had Dez Bryant, but not having him and not having Tony Romo really hurts their offense. And the run game has just not been what they wanted it to be. It just hasn't. So I'm going to go with the Falcons. The next game, the Indianapolis Colts had a tendency to play the Titans. Titans came off a loss to Cleveland, which I should have picked Cleveland, but I didn't. The Colts came off a loss, which I picked the Colts, and I would have picked them again, given another chance, especially before the game. They didn't look too good, but this is a division rival. I think they've been able to dominate that division, and honestly, all you have to do is win your division, and you make the playoffs. I'm gonna pick them to win this game. I think their offense really has a turnaround game because they've been turning the ball over like crazy. They had 5 turnovers against the Jets. They did not look good. Next game, Oakland Raiders head to Cleveland to play the Browns. Oakland came off an upset victory against Baltimore, which they actually looked pretty good. Michael Crabtree, he had a pretty good game for them. And the Cleveland Browns, Johnny Manziel was the starting quarterback, and they got a W. But now they're gonna put McCown in, and I think they're gonna lose. But give me Cleveland. I'm gonna go with Cleveland. I'm gonna change my pick on that one. Give me Cleveland. Next game, the Cincinnati Bengals head to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Ravens came off a bad loss against Oakland. Cincinnati had a good win against San Diego. I don't know. The Baltimore just offensively haven't. They did put up 33 points, but I just don't like what I saw from their offense. I guess I'm just saying what I saw from week 1, and defensively gave up 37 points to the damn Raiders. Like I said, the Raiders are improving, but I don't know about that much. Give me the Bengals. I think the Bengals get this W. It is a must-win for Baltimore. They have to win this game. They can't let the Bengals go up 3-0 and them go down 0-3, especially seeing as Pittsburgh is gonna, they're getting their guys back. This is definitely a must-win for the Baltimore Ravens. But I'm gonna take the Bengals. Next game, Jacksonville Jaguars head to New England to play the Patriots. Okay, Jacksonville did get a big win against Miami, but it's just not going to happen against the Patriots in New England, a place where they barely lose. I'm going with New England to beat them down bad. Next game, New Orleans Saints head to Carolina to play the Panthers. Carolina, I believe there's no Luke Kuechly, and for New Orleans, there is no Drew Brees, rotator cuff injury. He's not going to play. And on that note, I'm going to pick the Panthers. New Orleans defense didn't look that good against Tampa Bay, and with no Drew Brees, ouch. How many games has this guy missed since he's been a Saint? Not very many. Next game, Philadelphia Eagles head to New York to play the Jets. The Jets have 10 turnovers in 2 games. They forced 10 turnovers. Sorry. The defense has been one of the best in football. Darrell Reeve is still really good. Defensive line has played awesome. Fitzpatrick, still jury's still out on him. Well, He can make the throws, but his consistency, he definitely forces a lot of throws. That's why he throws a lot of picks. But he has the weapons. Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker. He has the weapons. And the Eagles, Sam Bradford has just not been the guy that they hoped they would have been. Defensively, Vernon Maxwell has been a bum. Offensive, going back to the offense, running game. Darren Sproles probably been one of the better guys, and that's as a receiver and returner. Other than that, Eagles have been abysmal. No running game. Guys dropping passes. Sam Bradford missing throws. I'm going with the Jets. They're not going to be able to move the ball against that Jets defense. Come on, the Colts only have 7. Next game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers head to Houston and play the Texans. Buccaneers came off a pretty good win against New Orleans. And Texans lost to the Panthers. I'm going to go with the Texans. I think they're going to be able to get pressure on Winston, J.J. Watt. Maybe we see Clowney. He's been getting more snaps as the season progresses, especially coming off that injury. I think the Texans will be able to get pressure. The big question mark with the Texans is the offense. Ryan Mallett, Brian Hoyer, who they're going to go with. Who knows? Next game, and last game, I am going with the Texans. Next game, San Diego Chargers head to Minnesota to play the Vikings. Vikings came off a really good win, which they dominated the Lions. We saw a glimpse of, I guess, things to come, or potential. Chargers came off a loss to Cincinnati. I'm going to go with the Chargers in this one. I'm going to go with the Chargers. My heads keep telling me the Vikings, but I'm going to go with the Chargers in this one. I think they have a bounce-back victory. Last of the 1 o'clock games, the Pittsburgh Steelers head to St. Louis to play the Rams. The Rams looked awful against the Redskins. They got dominated up front. Offensively, didn't look that great. I like the Steelers. They looked really good against the Niners. They're getting Le'Veon Bell back. How many snaps he get, how many carries he gets, we don't know. They're probably gonna split with D'Angelo Williams to work him back into the game. I'm gonna go with the Steelers. Antonio Brown's a beast. I don't think they'll be able to stop him. Start of the 4 o'clock games. San Francisco 49ers head to Arizona to play the Cardinals. The Niners looked bad against the Steelers. They looked really bad. They started scoring late, but at that point it didn't matter. Arizona destroyed the Chicago Bears. I'm going to go with Arizona. Carson Palmer, as he's been the starting quarterback, I don't think when he's a starting quarterback, they haven't lost. They didn't lose last year when he was the starting guy. And, of course, they are on 2-0. I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Defense is playing good. Offensive side, that receiver John Brown. Carson Palmer's there. I like what I see from Arizona Cardinals. Next game, Buffalo Bills head to Miami to play the Dolphins. Dolphins came off a bad loss to Jacksonville. There's no other way of putting it. And you can't afford to lose games like that. Games that you got to go in there and get the job done. I understand it's an NFL team and it's any given Sunday, but when your division and the Bills have improved, the Patriots are still good, and the Jets are much improved. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go with the Bills in this game though. Last of the 4 o'clock game, Chicago Bears head to Seattle play Seahawks. Seahawks get Cam Chancellor back. Give me the Seahawks. Bears rebuild mode, terrible. No Jay Cutler. It didn't matter if he played or not. Sunday night game, Denver Broncos had Detroit play the Lions. Detroit offensive line got wrecked by the Minnesota Vikings defensive line. Now they got to go up against DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller, and that pretty good Denver Broncos defense. Give me the Broncos. We'll have to see what the Broncos offense does to will they go shotgun hurry up, which I think they should, keep Peyton Manning in rhythm. I mean, maybe the last game really showed them something against the Chiefs. Give me the Broncos. And the Monday night game, Kansas City Chiefs had the Green Bay play the Packers. Kansas City, mm, Kansas City came off a bad loss, which they lost at the end of the game on a fumble recovery for a touchdown in Kansas City. I can only imagine how the fans felt. Seeing as a lot of them thought they were just going to go into overtime. They should have needed the ball when in overtime, but they didn't. Jamal Charles is a pretty reliable guy, but he turned it over in that instance. And Green Bay came off a pretty good win against Seattle. They're in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, I don't think, has not thrown a pick. I don't know exactly how many games, but it's been a while. So he's pretty good when he's in Green Bay. I'm going to go with the Packers in this one. I think they're going to definitely one of the best teams in the conference. And definitely winning that division. And they're tough. They're one of those teams that's tough to beat at home. So I'm going to go with them in this one. But, of course, let me know what your picks are for this week. If you're able to catch this video before the other games come on. And like I said, I apologize. 5:30 in the morning is when I'm doing this video. Video probably won't be up to about 6:30. No, of course, as you see, there's no video. I wanted to go ahead and get this out before I went to bed. But if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.